we have a little example of how nature manages water, making sure that it sinks into the ground. So, after a couple of heavy showers here, right at the start of winter, there's been some runoff. But you can see this little pattern here, in here, in here. We have examples of where, as the water's running and starting to slow down, that it deposits some of the material that it's picked up along the way, but that serves to help slow the water down even further and sink into the ground. So you can see it's kind of like making the edge of a pool. And as this scales up over time, the bigger picture on a landscape is that what you'd naturally see rather than a straight, free flowing stream or river is that there would quite naturally be a series of pools and ponds, curves and eddies, that kind of thing, that slows the water down and lets it sink into the ground. So you can see already, even there's a few seeds that have sprouted up in this collection of material. And if this vegetation was to keep growing, that it would over time build up a very natural embankment for itself. And you can also see it would have originally been the deposition of this bigger, coarser material at the edge here, and then there's this finer stuff that if this hadn't come down, that would continue to run off, and that would be, taking basically the fertility off the landscape. And yet here you got more organic material that's been deposited and collected. And this is essentially when we go to build ponds on a landscape, this is the pattern essentially that we're encouraging: the pooling, sinking, slowing of water and allowing the natural fertility and regrowth of vegetation to occur.